This is waving at the camera.
Yeah, waving like this.
From what I've been told, I'm a very likable guy. I'm easygoing, very friendly in the community.
Plus, he makes a fantastic cup of coffee.
Bootsy dear, I got your coffee almost ready, so you gotta have to come over and get
You
it.
got my coffee?
We'll be in about 2 seconds. Come and get it.
Oh, that's hot.
And those are just a few reasons why George Kassab is so popular at Wildwood's Latham Apartments, where he's lived for the past 5 years.
When I first came to my dinner visit, George was the first person I met here. And we kind of clicked right off the bat. He's a really nice guy. I love George.
So does his lovely wife, Ruth. They've been married for more than 45 years.
So Ruth, tell me, what's it like living with George?
Good.
Now nearly 72, Ruth has been battling dementia for the past 3 years.
Her memory is slowly deteriorating. So she doesn't remember too much.
Along with being a loving husband and companion, George, who will be 70 in May and has heart issues and health concerns of his own, is now Ruth's primary caretaker. He cooks for her. She likes his spaghetti. George also helps with her medication, and according to Ruth, he doesn't really hog the remote.
Not all the time. Sometimes, but not all the time.
When he needs help or runs into trouble, George knows he can count on the Wildwood team for support.
If it hadn't been for Wildwood, wouldn't know where I would be now. If I have any problems or if I have questions, I always go to the staff, and they help me out whenever I need it.
That makes me feel like everything I do is all worth it. All the being tired, the long hours I work, they're the reason why.
I love working with them. I think of them a lot as my grandparents. And I find myself at home thinking of them. They pop up in my dreams. It's not a job you go home and you can just forget about the day. You go home and you worry about their health or, what they're doing.
While this is truly a labor of love for Laura, Michaela, and their counterparts across the organization, delivering high-quality, compassionate care and support to an aging population of people with disabilities is also a major priority for Wildwood.
Our staff in general, they don't do this for a paycheck. Our staff come in and do this every day, all day, because they genuinely care for the people we serve.
When we think about the people Wildwood serves, those like Ruth and George aren't always top of mind. We often picture the amazing children and young people in our school and day programs. But the truth is, more than 40% of people Wildwood supports, including those it was founded to help, are now more than 50 years old. Much like the Kassab family, they require round-the-clock care, adapted living spaces, special accommodations, and dedicated resources to ensure that they age with dignity, grace, and comfort. And, if they're anything like George, plenty of independence as well.
We have our bad days and good days, just like everybody else. But I figure don't let the bad days bother you, because there's going to be good days too.
For the past several years, since he retired from his job as a mail supply clerk for the state of New York, and despite his family's health challenges, George has been an active volunteer, dedicated caretaker, and devoted friend who continues to spend his good days making sure other people's days are just a little bit better.
Somebody needs help, and if I can be of service, I'm not going to back down from doing that. But it makes me feel good because I'm able to help somebody else that's worse off than me.
As we've learned from George, Ruth, and the people who care for them every day, a little help goes a long way. And with your help, there's no telling how many more good days lie ahead, especially for the older generations of this beautiful, extended family we call Wildwood.